That got me a little emotional. Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we are here taking a look at TAEMIN's track entitled Horizon. I've been waiting on this. They have the music video just launched today at the time of me recording this, which I'm so here for, and my gut tells me there will be either a dance visual or something along the lines that is released, which I will be totally here to appreciate and enjoy. I think without further ado, the best way to get started is to just start. Let's go! Always likes hanging out in these boxes and dancing, doesn't he? That got me a little emotional. Just the power of like the dancers, who all's there, like, ooh, like part of me was really wanting to wait to see the live full cam, because I heard that there's a lot of heavy hitters that are dancing on this track, and he's already technically performed this live already. I was gonna hold out until a dance visual, but I don't think I can wait. I think we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. All right, here is a live take. It gives a full cam vibe. Let's pray this makes it through the YouTube copyright system of life, so this makes its way there. But I'm so excited. Here we go. Let's go. Just the angles from the start. How they continue that. Gorgeous. Camera guy, with all due respect, get out of my way. Love you. Love what you're doing. But go that way so I can watch. Thank you. Yes, yes. Wow. Woo. That was fan-freaking-tastic, and I love that he has his logo up there. Wow, TAEMIN, my God, sir. Okay. Whew. Oh, I'm so glad I watched this. So here's the thing. Like, I am pretty familiar with having a diverse dance, dancer groupings on the music videos. I am not used to seeing them on the music shows at all. So that is a huge feat in and of itself. I think that's what got me so overwhelmed, is that this is not like a dance, this isn't a performance version, this isn't the music video where a lot of times you have people that you hire out, they do the project, and then they're gone. They're promoting it with him right now. Like, that is wild to me, and the most, like, respectable way possible. This is the definition of spare no expense, right? Like, they pay, like, TAEMIN is paying for quality dancers. You know what I mean? Like, he's bringing them from overseas, because I recognize a couple of them. I think, like, I know Kenny and Casper, I believe, are on the track, possibly. Kenny could possibly be in here. I don't know, though. I'm used to seeing her without makeup. Isn't that funny? I've seen her in the behind the scenes and stuff, but I haven't, like, familiarized myself with her enough. I know she's on this in some way, and she got one of her friends, who is also a dancer based, I believe, in... she's done work in America. She's here, so she's one of the ones with the froze. Golly, her fro is gorgeous, by the way. We'll tackle it when we get there. But just, it's so powerful. So much more powerful than like the average Joe who's not really in K-pop. Like, I don't think they would understand. It's like, if you know, you know. Do you know what I mean? And also, it feels like TAEMIN's free. It feels like that. Like, he gets to just do what he wants, and he gets to do this. This would have never happened under SM. Oh my God. This is incredible. Incredible. I'm so excited to talk about it. Okay, let's talk about this peel, this ripple. I mean, come on. It's a rotation all the way. We're bleeding it through, and we're upgrading it through the usage of a level. So it's a spiral up until we get to TAEMIN, and we had this little extra extension. We prolong it, and then new sound comes in. We go and we pop it up. Great tension here. Boom. Really nice accent chest pop coming from TAEMIN. Drops out. Everybody does. And they're nice and low. They have to be still. Set it up. Let the lighting do its thing. Let the sound do its thing. Nothing too crazy. And I love that we integrated the sun in here just like in the music video. That's why I'm so glad I wait until the music video comes out or something so I can appreciate a visual. I really wish the performance version was out, but the music video came out today. We got to pick our battles here. We'll go appreciate that one when the time comes. But anyway, right here. I love this right here. Boom. boom, right here, as soon as you hear the sound, this is giving such maniac flash dance, maniac on the floor, that kind of era, and I am so here for it. It's like, it's TAEMIN, it feels like he's going, what's the word? A lot of times, like, dances that derive from Black culture, like Black American culture is what I'm very being specific on. They are, a lot of times people don't pay enough credit to the demographic that developed it. Does that make sense? Like, I am not someone who was invested, or my family or my genealogy is not one that is that has derived from the Black American cultural scene, if you've noticed. But it's something that I am a huge advocate for, and someone that I always want to give, like, to pay tribute to, always, especially when you see a style that comes specifically from a Black American cultural dance. And so in the case here, this movement quality feels heavy choreography, more along the lines of like the Michael Jackson choreography scene of things, is what it feels like to me, which I know TAEMIN has a heavy history of being heavily influenced by Michael Jackson, not just through his movement quality, but through the choreographers that he had early on in his discography with Shiny. I've already done a full analysis on all those. Some of those may already be out on YouTube at this point, which I hope to continue the discussion there. But my point being, when I see Black people on stage doing a dance that has an influence or inspiration that comes from a Black American culture space, I can't help but get overwhelmed and feel like there's so much intention there, and I feel like there's so much to appreciate, right? Now, am I saying like other people are doing something wrong by not doing that? No, that's not my point at all. I'm just saying, like, I'm overwhelmed at the fact that we get to celebrate so much diversity on stage, and TAEMIN is such an incredible, like, standard in the K-pop scene. For him to do that speaks more volumes than just like a Heidi-Ho regular idol. Does that make sense? Like, this is a really big deal because it's TAEMIN doing it, not just like a regular group. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense here. And I'm not saying this, that, or the other, that we should be inclusive of all. Don't trust me. Like, I've had many conversations in that realm, but this is a very interesting niche of performance that we're looking at here that I don't think has been done to my knowledge, or that it's not been done very often at all. And so I want to celebrate it, and I want to showcase, as an American who has been in the K-pop scene for a hot minute, taken a step back and then joined back in recently. It's something that, like, I love it, and I just love it. I love it. Anyway, here we go. So the pop-ups right there with the arms, so fun. Switch is really nice. I love the boom, the accent, the contraction around. I love the fullness of that. So beautiful. We come up, great accent to create a beautiful bleed, and the melt ups. This one just hits different because everyone's taking a more individualized approach versus a very uniform approach. Most of the time you're going to see people do it with their back fully on the ground, or they're going to have their hips on the ground. But you notice that we already have two different perspectives, and like some are on their side, some are like half on the back, half not. I love that. I love the individuality of it because it's structured enough to where it's still clean, right? I love it. We all match dynamics. And then you have TAEMIN, boom, boom. I love the accents he's pulling down with the sternum, looks really nice. Then you have the tension, the pull up with the dancers, and you have 4 of them pop up, and everybody else is a little bit lower. So different levels established. You have your four guys join in with TAEMIN. Boom, dangerous. I like the pull on that. And with the tension, nice little hop. Now there, in the music video, freaking divine the height that they get on it, which is why I'm kind of excited for the performance version if they do release it, which I hope they do, because of just a lot of these things that may not feel or hit as like impactfully, the camera's gonna enhance, like that jump that they did in the music video. Oh my god, incredible. And then I like right here, you have so many things going on. Like, you have a lot of different angles, positions, but they're maintaining a proper level. And then you have your dancers in the back with TAEMIN. They go reset with a little sweep, and then they turn, nice little pulse, which is also really fun. Click, click over. I love the bleed over. Boom, boom, hit, accents going on with the dancers. Go back in. They join right back in with the arm to bring it about. And then they so I like how they drop. Very nice clean angle going on with the hands. Then they bleed it from high to mid, which is really nice. They come up. I love this right here with the arm up. And then we melt it all the way down. Horizon. We melt to the side. And then they start the bleed over on stage right. And they go from stage right to stage left. And then it converts to a rotation individualized line. So you had 2 lines in the mix on this bleed over, and then notice with my dancer over here on stage right, she goes wee, and then it turns into a single. So watch that. This is such a dope visual. Come on! And then TAEMIN goes, hey, has his little moment of a reach. Like, that is a freaking dope phrase where it goes everybody and then you itemize it. Oh my god. That boom, 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 boom. So very nice, clean on the heel tap. Go, we present our arms. Horizon. And I like how we grab with the head. Come on. I think it's my girl right here. She's Kenny's friend. I think that's Kenny. Maybe. You guys let me know if I picked her up right. But I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, is that Casper? Is Casper in this too? I mean, that's what I find awesome too, is I have a feeling, because Bada's in Sexy in the Air, which I haven't seen the full cam yet, but I heard that she was in that. So I guess, would that be, because I think if Casper and Kenny were on it, are they like the choreographers in the promotions? That, I think, would be a fantastic trend to have in this in some cases, like with, oh my god, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, anyway, with solo artists at least. Right there with the tension on, this is so fun. The bleed is super fun. They go hit over it. And it's just really funny that I really can't confirm if this is Kenny and Casper, because I'm not used to seeing them in makeup. I've always seen them behind the scenes. I love that boom, boom, boom. I love the tension, up and up, come on. And we turn over to the other side. Nice position with the tension of the shoulder. Yes, so tension here, and then we immediately bleed it over into a hand wave to frame the face. D. Like, that is so freaking sick on the fixed point side. And then you have it bleed with the formations where you have 2 on the back, and then you have your 2 on the outside with your 4 to complement. So much! So fun. And we go and we create a nice little trace moment down, accent down, boom, boom, boom. So they come up with a body roll. Yes. And then we hit boom, nice little accent. Super fun. And then we create the tension over, and then we create a nice, beautiful, like, accent going on with the chest, and we reinstate onto the right leg, and then we reframe over and above. Really nice to see. We kickball change, we present, we're doing a nice little bleed over, and then special, they look to the front. Yes to that. And then we have our outliers, they turn. This part right here, oh, it just made me so, like, overwhelmed. It's so, like, it's such a communal kind of vibe, which I really love. Oh, yeah, bum, bum. And then those snaps, come on. And then go leg, and then we prance it around. Now, I'm going to be honest, this girl right here, she reminds me of Mackenzie Dustman, but 2 reasons why I don't believe that is her. Firstly, Mackenzie Dustman just had a baby. I don't think she would be doing this right now. Secondly, I think her hair is still long. I don't think I've seen her cut it. So, but she's a whole freaking vibe. Her movement quality is great, but that's just who she reminds me of. Anyway, so cool. Anyway, moving on. I like the pulse on that, super fun. And then we do a little body roll of tension. We're here for it. Yes, Miss Arch, come on. And yes, and then my canny for the day, if that is in fact her, she said, let me just accent that real quick in a partner moment. Oh, so fun. Guys, I'm having so much fun. They bleed away. Now it's time for TAEMIN. Way to find center, my guy. They go back down. He folds it, drops it. Really nice in the rotation. Boom, boom, boom. Really nice on the arm. ISO placements. And then rebranches. And then, of course, the camera guy gets in the way. And then he accents again. I mean, I feel like they can't see anything here. So a little accent with the knee to travel up the energy. So he's doing a lot of, like, wrist rotational elements. Did he choreograph this himself? I wouldn't be surprised. I love the melts on that. Oh, so fun. And he melts more internalized in this moment here. Doon, 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 doon. Over. Really nice angles. Now, I'm going to be honest. This choreo is hard to physically do and sing because there's so much resistance that has to take place in the torso to get some of these tension shots that you're seeing these dancers do. Like, for me, it would feel so good to do on the track. Dreadful to sing. Like, you know, Dream of You by Chungha, and you remember that Chungha said that track was really hard because I think it's just hard to sing with it. I'm so thoroughly impressed that TAEMIN's pulling what he's pulling on the stability side while also dancing this. It's wild. He's creating more extremity tension versus torso tension, but the dancers are holding it down on their own element. I love the 2 columns on the side. They present over nice and militant with the arms branched over. I like the body roll down and we bleed it through. Melts are super nice, da-da, 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 da-da. And they go reset, boom, boom, boom. I love that. We accent with the chest, with the bleed. Come on. Adding a little hollow in the chest. Yes, and the turn is super fine. One more time. Then right here, boom, pulse. Na, na, na. Yes, and then they go into the other side. So all of this right here, it's so, oh my God, it's so fun with the every other. And they're using the shoulder to accent, but still having this residual head to make it a moment. Days. And then they all melt in their own moment into a circle, and then it goes into a corner. It's a corner kind of branch away. So you have this corner go first in the back corner, and then I believe it's the other back corner. Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Normally you see side and side. You don't see corners like that. So it's cool to go here, 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 and then here. And it's syncopated. Come on, TAEMIN. God, this is filthy. I love it. Yes. And then you got two of them coming in hot. Horizon. And they go in, nice subtlety. You have TAEMIN have his nice outlier. Run, run. It goes high, low, boom. Nice ball change. Kick, hit, hit. And I love this. Melting, melting. And melt and melt and melt. So they go side, side, up. Come on. Yes to this. The turn. And then we have just a shoulder roll. They could have traced it. I think some of them do. TAEMIN doesn't. Let me see. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Oh my God. This is so cool. Okay. Yeah, so it goes here, and then it's the same ISO placement over with the framing. That's so cool, because it's not just arm placement, it's like you frame it, you fold it with the fixed points. That's super dope. Yeah, boom, boom, and you let the head isolate to the side, my God. And they pull, and they wait till the crash in order to turn instead of turning on his tone. I love that. Like, there's perfect moment. Like, there's like, I feel like all the choreo is properly placed into certain pockets of the track that have a certain degree of nostalgia, familiarity, but like satisfaction. When you do choose to have predictability on like what kind of movements do you expect to be done here, how they're doing it and how it's structured still has a little bit of complexity where it makes you digest it in a different way, but it still feels like, oh, I can get on board with this. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what makes it so freaking sick. I love this so much. The switch in, I like the little Rana jump forward. Little body roll is really nice. And the accent here, which is also super fun. And they have this little tension with the shoulder. And they go and rotate it around, which is really fun. They go high, low. I love the bleed going on right there. Oh no. Yes, come on. And they're all frozen except for TAEMIN. And then we all join in with the snaps. Hit. Accent with the head. It's so subtle, but God, it's so effective. And the switch, do, and then we go and we isolate in a nice little hinge over with a snap. And I love that we're creating a nice little like concaving energy in the torso to allow this to have some depth to it. It's not just a pickup. There's movement going on in the torso. God, it's so sick. Yeah, on the horizon. And I love this here. Notice the structure. It's such a nice, full, spaced out formation. It's circular, but there's still a space opened up in the front for TAEMIN. And I love that we've now gone rotational with it. So every single time we've seen it, it has been repackaged. So there's not a single time where I'm looking and I go, oh, we did the exact same thing. Way to freaking go, Casper and Candy, for that. That is amazing. I haven't told you the last time I've looked at a choreo and I didn't see like the exact same thing, at least one facet of it. This right here, oh my God, like this is so impressive. And yes, there are certain movements that they are doing again, but how they are doing it is different, whether it's the direction or it's the formation or it's who's doing it. Is it an add-on? Is it a ripple? This is such a freaking well-balanced choreo because you don't want it so new school complex because it has such an old school, like I said, like what it reminds me of, like it has such like an old school aesthetic, but you don't want to go super old school either. You want to have a hybrid that respects both sides. That's what it feels like, and that's exactly what we're getting here, and I love it. God, I love this. And I like the subtlety here and the throw and the tail in. God, and then over with the throw, and then they over, and then they transitioned with it. Come on, into a beautiful two diagonals with a V in the middle. They hit boom, better days. Yes, and come on, and then you have TAEMIN right here coming in hot. They melt to the inside, boom, boom, and so notice there. He didn't do corners like he just did. He just goes bleed, bleed on both sides. You see what I'm saying? It's like, yes, we've already seen that bleed, but not in that way. Ah, horizon. And they go walk off stage and he finishes with a bleed up and he finishes. Ugh. And the confetti, of course, we're here for it. Like, phenomenal. Like, I am such a fan of this so much for so many different reasons. Like, Kenny and Casper has been on a ton of Shiny stuff and some TAEMIN stuff too, which is why, like, this does not shock me at all if they're affiliated. I hope so, because it feels like that's where the familiarity of, like, they understand TAEMIN's movement quality so well because they helped develop part of his perspective of movement implicitly. So I'm such a fan of celebrating that, and that makes my heart so happy to get to experience this with you guys. And it's just, oh, I'm dying with this. I love this. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more TAEMIN or more of Shiny or any other of the solo affiliates, I have a lot of that on YouTube, but I will always have more on Patreon. This is also going to be early released at least 2 days before it makes its way to YouTube. So if you don't want to wait, Patreon is the way to go to get early access to everything, as well as just bingeable content, not just with Shiny, but with so many different choreographies, with different groups, battles, as well as shows. And yes, TAEMIN is the MC going into Road to Kingdom 2 Ace of Ace, and I will have the privilege of being able to analyze that show as well as watch the full episode. So if you're wanting to watch and have a watching companion, I'm your girl for it. I'm very pumped for it. Shout out to Carlos over there. Once again, my name is Jess, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.